Welcome back to another episode. We're again next to Jackie, and we are going for the atrium next. So, onwards.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
Yeah, in a minute. It would be very, very interesting to know what Liara is actually about to say about that whole thing, but...
About you and me.
Hey, I get it. You've only got one real love in your life. The Reapers. They're the only thing keeping you awake at night. Which is too bad. Because I'm a much better lay.
Oh, too bad. The thing is, why must it be the Reaper thing is?
I'm sorry I left.
Hell yeah, you should be. Maybe you can apologize some more when this is over.
Right. The thing is, like, Liara's head just... See this?
Glad we got the chance to talk.
Yeah. Whenever you've got a way out of here, my guys will be ready to move.
Wonderful. And we are going that way. The question is just how am I going to do this? The idea is actually to focus on Liara a wee bit. But the thing is, if you have like Mass Effect 2 love interest getting just slotted in there, it makes it a little difficult. Alright.
Everyone be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
Gives them some cover, too.
Yeah. Alright, do some damage, but don't take any risks.
Just time your shots and stay safe.
Alright, I didn't bust my ass training you so you could die now. Keep low, pick your targets.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Asshole.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
Well, of course they are lying, but now they have the option. Support me or not.
You've already held your own against Cerberus. You've been trained for this by one of the best.
Come on, Rodriguez. They're only asking nicely because you scared them in that last fight. So take your balls out of your purse and kick some ass.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go.
Right. So, what do we got here? We got more Paragon points. Yes, good guy option. Yay! Just for shits and giggles, I actually may need to play like a renegade, just pure renegade. Like everything gets destroyed. But that just feels always wrong somehow. All right. So this one is my aim is a little off on this one. Look at that. Wait a minute. Did someone die? Really? Within a second. Huh. 320 health and 800 barrier. I got 1,800. Garrus is 900 and 900. Why is it that Liara only has 320 life? That's basically nothing. So, as soon as she gets in range of anything, she will die immediately. It's actually quite bad. Oh no! There are guardians with some annoying shields. That's not helpful. So, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Can I like shoot those things away? Nah, not really. Nah, it doesn't quite work. They hold up their shield a little too long. And for some reason my aim is so strong. Anyway, let's just try that. So, I need a singularity over there. Perfect. Hello. Because it's like my ability all the time. Don't get singularized. There you go, another one. Okay, I need to make sure to get rid of this mech over there. Yeah, let's just get into cover. That's not good. That's absolutely not good. Something is... Oh, there's a turret. Okay. That's not helping. Okay, did the turret... Yeah, turret got destroyed. Perfect. Need to get rid of this Atlas thingy. That was the wrong ability. My bad. Doesn't deal as much damage, but okay. Almost got it. There may be some heavy weaponry around here that helps us against the Atlas. There we go. Alright. Why is this one not dead yet? There you go. Oh, there's another turret. There are more. Oh, wait. This is why there's a shield generator over there as well. Interesting. Fascinating. Something did some damage there. What about this one? That needs to get a singularity to the face. Perfect. What about that one? Let's destroy this. Doesn't wanna. A shield pylon can't be destroyed. Or maybe our aim is wrong. That could also be a thing. Let's see. It doesn't quite work. Oh no, wait. It's just... Okay, it's just the energy pack done now. Alright. So, let's see. Let's have a little look around. I want to look up there, down there, left, right, BA. And I will figure out a nice way forward. Maybe even find some credits. Wait a minute, where do we need to go? That one is weird.
Right.
So I need to get that way. Okay. Which way do I have... this is not the way forward. Okay. So I have to get down there and through the door. The rest is just decoration. This is where the enemies came from. It's nothing to do with us. Okay. Good to know. Oh, look at that. Something to read. Perfect. Mission brief. High priority targets 12-5D. Prangley. Rodriguez. Other subjects are to be retrieved alive if possible. If unavoidable, bring back bodies for use as genetic testing materials. Addendum to original brief. Subject 0 is to be retrieved for further testing and possible conditioning. Current psych profile indicates that holding students hostage likely to be most successful tactic.
Kahlee, we're in the atrium.
I'm taking a back route to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
Holding them hostage may just aggravate her a little bit. It's definitely not a good thing.
Nice one, Prangley.
Can I? Nah, I can't save anymore. And there the fight continues. We have another mech running at us? Not yet. This one we have to focus down with a singularity. Is there singularity? No. There was something. Maybe it works. Not enough good detonation for this one. And that's done. Perfect. Like having artillery from above is actually quite helpful. Okay, I can't really aim at that engineer. That's not good. That's... What's this? My targeting is a little bit off, isn't it? So, where's the other one? The thing is, they always deploy those turrets. That's very annoying. There. There. Perfect. Problem solved. There may be another one over there, but we don't really care that much. Not yet. Oh, come on. I can't attack through that fog stuff. Not helpful. Maybe I need warp for this one. Okay, problem solved. Oh. There's still one over there. Ah, okay. The invisible dude. Again. And there it goes.
Everyone okay up there?
Rodriguez took one in the arm because she didn't watch her barrier.
Commander, everything's without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
Poor Rodriguez. Getting shafted. Okay, that's the way forward. But I am interested in credit. Wait. Now look at that. If I would hide something, I would definitely hide something here. Anyway, let's see. What about this strange computer down there? That's just screaming hack me. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh, look at that. Someone's missing. Ah. Ah, this looks beautiful. That's really
That's
right.
an impressive barrier, Octavia. Our file says you've been working on shield technology. Why don't you come out peacefully? Your cousin Joanna is already on the shuttle, Octavia. Don't you want to make sure she's safe?
Bring her here.
What?
Bring her here so I can see her, you damn liar. You think I'm gonna take your word for it?
Interesting technology. So, what about this other one?
I don't know who you are, but stay back.
Didn't I just get rid of those cerberus guys? Like, come on. A little thank you. But anyway. So, can we can't really get in there, but okay.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now.
The square root of 906.01 equals...
30.1.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
David, you know him?
Yes. He rescued me from Cerberus. Sent me here. He made it quiet.
You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
He looks better.
I remember you. Normandy crew. Sorry.
It was never your fault.
Wow.
Has Grissom Academy been all right?
Yes. I've been counting.
Anything in particular?
The number of days you lengthened my life. The security office. I hacked the lock. Guns. Lots of guns. Goodbye.
Thank you. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that's actually nice to see him in a, well, that's to call him functional shape, but oh, another Mattock again. Interesting. But he's alive and well, and that counts. So, let's just continue. Wait a minute. He is always sniping. Good. So we're good. Oh, the Mattock 2. So if you pick up the same gun multiple times, you actually increase. Wait. You actually upgrade it. Because I do remember picking up the Mattock at least once already. The thing is, I don't know how many times I have picked up the other weapon. So let's see. Interesting. Biotic Amp Schematics.
Looks like schematics for amp interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
Okay. Can you actually get some good interfaces like something that's better? It's nice that we can look at it. Not even an adjustment like a 0.1% increase in damage. Huh. Why is there burning furniture? That is not good. Oh, what do we have here? Serrice Council Chestplate. Yeah, look at that. How many times have I found armor pieces? Not that many times. The only times that I can find armor pieces is when I go shopping. But not down here. That's weird. Okay. So, is that one moving or is it just standing around?
Target acquired.
Hello there. Okay, what do we got here? Status capture priority alpha. Bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subjects due to very high aptitude scores, despite limited biotic ability. Considered prime candidate for indoctrination and enhancement under the Phantom Initiative. Now it's Phantom, alright. So I can get in there and then use it. I would say it would be really, really, really great fun, wouldn't it? Let's just save down here. Want to know what's going on. What? Maybe I should get in that thing. Of course, the shield's broken. So, we got ourselves like little melee thing. Okay, we have like right click says melee. This is not melee. Interesting. So, what are we fighting here? And who? What am I supposed to? There's more. No, this was Liara. That's one. Isn't that a little excessive? Oh no, it's Garrus. Friendly fire always seems to be an issue. Just imagine getting into a fight and all of a sudden you get like... Oh yeah, yeah. Meaty fire.
Hostiles up top!
Hostiles where? That thing's annoying. The thing is, with this kind of weapon, you don't need to watch out for headshots. Like everything is a headshot, considering damage. Where'd that other guy go? Ah, bollocks. Okay, there's something behind me. quite move around properly. So, where's the thing?
The shuttles are almost ready.
There's... Oh, there's another one. Now we know why. Why? Okay, almost got it. Ooh. I can actually take this one down fairly quickly. Good. So the idea is to fight that at least. Scar's alive? Probably not. Cerberus shuttle over there. Good. I think I can't quite get there, so let's exit that thing.
Hurry, Commander. The Normandy has pulled the cruiser out of position. We need to leave now.
Yeah. But I want to explore the environment just a teensy bit more. I think I can't quite get up there, but I mean, there could be SMG. There you go. Could be some upgrades down here. At least one of them is down here. What about this? Empty lockers with nothing in it. That's number one. Then we got more ammo. Some coffees. So, did I check everything? Did I this statue? John Grissom, the founder. Right. What else? Something that could possibly be read down there. But I think I got most of it right now. Yeah. Yep, we good.
Kahlee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Watch your fire.
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat. What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez? Screw you, ma'am!
I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
Well, we'll use them as support.
They're definitely ready. But the Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit! Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now. Preparing to dock. Hey, Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
Ma'am, how many tattoos do you have anyway?
Hell if I know, Prangley. I was gonna burn off the N7 I got on my ass. But maybe I'll hang on to it for a while.
Aww. That makes choosing the right romance a bit more complicated.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Good to see you too, sir.
Sir, I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus' hands.
They're definitely eager to help.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report.
Kahlee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Hey, we got credits. Look at that. Money's floating in. Yeah, what else? Do we got some alliance thingies? That could probably be 103rd Marine Divisions. When are they here? That's interesting. The old saying, every Marine is a rifleman, still holds true in the Alliance. Every Marine enlistee from clerk to sniper goes through a period of infantry training. As a result, the 103rd Marine Division is Earth's largest collection of Special Forces soldiers. Officers from notable battles such as the Skillian Blitz and the First Contact War run harsh training exercises in a variety of environments, insisting the Marines be prepared to storm any beach on any planet. This training has been useful in the Reaper War, as the 103rd can be fighting in an Arctic desert on 1 week, crawling through jungles on the next. Update. Nicknamed the Bridge Burners, Team Zeta are combat engineers who specialize in destroying enemy fortifications in hostile territory. This tight-knit group of men and women are respected for their knowledge, renowned for their tenacity, and infamous for their enthusiasm. And another one. Biotic students from... this is where Grissom is. Biotic students from Grissom Academy have joined the 103rd Marine Division as a support unit. The students focus their biotics into barriers that shield the Marines and help control the flow of the battlefield. Interesting. And we got Kahlee Sanders. First Lieutenant Kahlee Sanders joined Grissom Academy's board of directors after she gave up her military career. When the Cerberus raid on the academy was thwarted by Commander Shepard, Sanders joined with Alliance engineers working to recreate the Prothean device found on Mars. Her past work as a systems technician, specifically studying synthetic intelligence, has helped decode some of the complex feedback systems that control the weapon's energy output. Update. Some of Grissom's Academy's more technically minded students were saved from Cerberus by Commander Shepard. They've met up with Sanders, contributing their brain power to some of the problems she's been tackling. That might be the one. And David Archer is another refugee from Grissom Academy working on the device. Despite his youth, Archer's theories on interstellar cross-mutilation have won him respect with the project scientists. Oh, and we got Jackie. She's also one of the few. Interesting that she's just labeled as one of the... Isn't she supposed to be one of the squad or something? Anyway, Jack, formerly known as Subject Zero, may be the most talented biotic of her time. After helping Shepard destroy the Collectors, she was offered a teaching position at Grissom Academy by the Alliance. Accepting the position for reasons of her own, Jack continued to hone her skills while training her students. Grissom's board of directors, members Kahlee Sanders, has vouched for Jack's energetic, if unorthodox, teaching style, impressed with the inroads made with the children under the rogue biotic's care. And yeah, wait a minute, Kazumi Goto is also one of them. Do we see any other former teammates? Not really. I mean, these are Alliance. We have a Husk Neural map, that's like sorry stuff. Two Turians there. 2 Dextro rations, pretty much nothing. Cerberus, maybe no. Yeah, we got basically nothing. There's just some random technology stuff and some alien Spectre units. Anardrel, Vulture, Liquid. No, that's the only other one, but not that special. The thing is, every person is like 30, right? Every little bit is 30. So that means that's a lot of people. Anyway, we do reach the minimum, but we're going to overshoot it because of reasons. So, let's see.
So,
soldiers out of our civilians. They don't have supply lines. How do you beat something like that?
I'll let you know if I think of something.
The idea, like if something, well, the only thing that you can actually beat is the structure of the Reaper itself, right? That's the thing that's there. Everything else is a part of the system.
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Thank you. I want to say Kahlee, but no, it's
I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
wonderful.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander. Commander?
So, what do we got over here? A thank you forwarded from Stephen Hackett. From Kahlee Sanders. Thank you to Stephen Hackett. Hi, Commander. I didn't have time to thank you properly after you got us out of the academy, and Admiral Hackett agreed to send this your way. While my students are out on duty, I'm doing what I can to help with the Crucible. It's an amazing project, more advanced than anything I've ever seen before. Some of my more tech-minded kids are staying back to help out too, and watching them work, it's the future, Commander. This project will inform human progress for generations, and they'll have you to thank for it. All my best, Kahlee Sanders. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. So, let's see. I think the next time I do interact with a galaxy map, I'm gonna get put into some story-related mission. So let's just move on along over here.
So Jack's an instructor? I guess anyone who messes with biotic kids gets turned into a small stain on the floor and ceiling. Ooh, and that was Cerberus attacking the academy. Man, that must have been like Christmas for her. Anyway, nice job on getting them out of there.
They were throwing out some impressive biotic power.
Good. We could use some heavy hitters in the biotics department. It'll be good for them too. Biotics face a lot of discrimination. Maybe if they save the galaxy, people will get over their issues.
I didn't expect you to be sensitive about that.
Hey, I'm just tired of them stealing the spotlight from people with actual disabilities. I break ribs if I sneeze too hard. Being able to move crap with your mind is not a handicap.
He does have a point.
Commander.
It is good to know that Jack has thus far survived the Reaper invasion. I have amusing memories of her attempts to insert additions into my reports to the Elusive Man. Most of them centered around inappropriate uses of the word cockpit. Hello, Shepard.
Nice. Like a pit of snakes, basically. Yeah, kind of. Same thing, same thing. Right. Do we... Shepard's room, say. Attack life support. The thing is... This just tells you the rooms that are in there, but not the people that you can find there. That's weird. So let's just check all the other crew decks, if anything just popped off or something. Let's see. Life support is usually pretty empty. I don't know when you will ever use that thing. Oh. No one had diarrhea yet, which is a good thing. And can you sit in there and N808N? Interesting label. Ooh. Nope, that's not it. Really one. I do miss those other two talking about like their family situation, and then the whole thing just shifting into darker and darker and darker territories the further you went in the story. Like this kind of gives you more contact points between you as a player and like the game itself.
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Commander.
Still other stuff. Okay, that's weird. No upgrades. Okay. This is still the same stuff. Have to decide which one to go for, though. What else? Call from Kahlee Sanders to Jack. Oh. Jack, hey Sanders. Checking on the kids. How are they? They'll do good. This is gonna be long. I kinda got crap to do. I wanted to tell you, I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with that Biotic Amp you and the children's were testing here at Grissom. You can pick it up on the Citadel. Ah, damn. One of the L3X1s? You know how much shit I could tear up with one of those installed. I had no idea. Look after yourself. Yeah. And thanks. And something from Kahlee Sanders to David Anderson. You won't get this for a while, unless you find an extranet connection working on Earth. I've made it out to this weapon we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete, and it's the most breathtaking, complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care for my sake.
It was odd to see an entire academy just for biotic children.
Don't Asari have biotic schools?
Every Asari school includes biotic training programs. It's basic education. Still, those children in the academy were very impressive. I'm sure Jack's proud. Ready for the next mission? Ready for the next mission?
Uh-huh. No personal connection or nothing. Very interesting. I did pick her for that mission so that the whole romantic encounter could be resolved somewhat, and I would be kind of forced to decide. But no, nothing. It's still somewhere in the void.
One of the worst parts of this war is watching the kids react.
Why?
If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers. Life just wouldn't have been complete if I didn't see Jack one more time. It's nice to see she's downgraded from dangerous lunatic to mildly insane. You have to admit, though, she did see through Cerberus back in the day. I might have even listened, but her tattoos gave me a headache every time she walked into the room.
Why?
Looks like we beat Cerberus again. Do you think... I wish they had had a Grissom Academy for Turians when I was growing up. Always wanted to learn how to paint. Now I mostly paint walls with Reaper blood. Not the same, but it's a living.
I skipped the dialogue.
Another time, maybe. Another time, maybe.
I have to be very careful to accidentally not skip something. Anyway. So, someone else may be interested, right?
Hello, Commander.
Ah, nothing. Okay, good. Also something. Wait, that room's usually the server room, but right now there is nothing that can be served. Other than death. Let's see. None of those say anything if you walk past them. That's weird. Let's see. Engineering.
Breaking now. The city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more. New footage from Earth reveals the Reaper's plans to attack large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space.
That's actually a very interesting thing to do, attacking industrial sectors. Because what are you actually attacking? You are attacking structures, usually. People are working there, producing things, right? And then they take them and use them for other purposes, right? So... It's not a thing in and on itself that is important. Because the people that work there are maybe important, right? Without the people doing something with it, that thing becomes lifeless. So... in this case, focusing on the population might actually be the thing that's more important. Because structures can always be rebuilt if the underlying power is always present. And that is the people.
Commander.
So, let's see. No, wait a minute. Let's just check this room over there. I haven't gotten any reaction off of this guy at all. Wait. Where's Javik? Something isn't right. Maybe he's waltzing around. Maybe he's sleeping. Where is the guy? That's not good. Okay, let me just check the ground floors first here. Just to make sure. Ah! Knew it. Interesting that he's down here after our encounter with Jack.
Commander, I was exploring your ship.
Find anything interesting?
One of your crew lived in this space. There are traces of anger.
That was Jack. Anger was her specialty.
Traces of her pain are still present. I'm told she sought revenge against Cerberus when she was here. A goal you helped fulfill. I hope you will do the same for me. At least I have better quarters. During our fight against the Reapers, we had no time for teaching the young anything but war.
Bollocks. Let the hamster go. The thing is, you can hear it. You hear a little... There. Did I get the space hamster? Yeah, we got the space hamster back. Alright. So you can hear it zippity, zipping and zapping, and then you have to look at the right location. Okay.
Only the foolish mourn the loss of innocence. It is inevitable. The galaxy has never rewarded the naive.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're naive or not.
Commander. Commander.
In this case, the important thing is what you do afterwards.
EDI doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before EDI even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, EDI agrees with me.
EDI's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? EDI agrees with me.
But unlike EDI, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over EDI's body when he does that. When EDI controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
EDI doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before EDI even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, EDI agrees with me.
EDI's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? EDI agrees with me.
But unlike EDI, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over EDI's body.
What am I supporting here? In this case, I would say
controls the ship, she's piloting, just
I should
like Joker.
support this one.
EDI doesn't
Those
pilot
FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up.
No,
Thanks
she's
again.
a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before
Okay,
EDI even existed.
let's get some silence real quick.
The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
So,
See, EDI agrees
the
with
idea
me.
is figuring out if EDI is an entity in and on itself, or the ship, or if the ship is EDI, right? In this case,
Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
there are some processes on the ship that are part of EDI, so her body is on the ship, but not everything on the ship is EDI, right? So this is basically what it is. You can think of this as a really, really fat person being on the ship. It's so fat that it's everywhere, but it would still be its own entity.
She's piloting, just like Joker.
The Normandy is a ship. EDI is a collection of processing hardware contained in that ship. Those are two separate things.
Doesn't the existence of the Reapers contradict that?
So what do you think, EDI?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Yeah. We need some naughty talk now, come on.
Commander.
Really? Nothing about,
Nothing to report, Commander.
Really? No one saying anything about the fact that Jack was secured or whatnot? Okay, maybe I have to reload engineering real quick. Alright.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
Yeah?
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out.
Yeah.
Sir.
So, I want to see what I got. I got some chest something. That's a cassette replication, and that's Serrice console. What's that? Power damage! So, Serrice is power damage, and how much is that? Let's show the info. 10%. Either this or 10% health. Now the question is, oh, that might be one of the reasons why we have so much additional health compared to Liara. Liara doesn't have any armor. Yeah, that's shield regeneration as power damage. If I make the power even stronger, that would be quite interesting. But the thing is, health keeps you safe, keeps you alive. That's a wee bit iffy. I want to pet this machine dog. Right. What else we got? We got some chakram launchers, yada yada yada. Some Valkyrie thingies. Particle rifles, approved, yada yada. Which one is... This is 5,000, this is 4,000. Some others are free. All of them are level 2s, most of them. Mattock level 3. Okay. So... But what kind of weapon do I actually need? I only need weapons for the ones that use the weapons. So in this case, normal pistols don't really deal that much damage. But it would be nice to upgrade everyone. Somewhat. So, what about this one? I do reduce metal upgrade. I don't just want to get the suit. I want to get like multiple parts of the suit. This is expected. That's not it. Munitions. Which of those was the one that's very good? Some of them had a power button. It could be Casa or something. Soda. It's the Inferno armor. No. Soda was health. Kanala. Recoil. Damage again. Power recharge speed. That is a good one. No, increases damage. Speed's perception. Speed's perception, but this is not the thing that I care about. This is like mostly melee. Increases damage. Nah, weapon damage. It has to be more specific than that. Like if you increase the damage, it could mean any kind of damage. Or was it not Astra? Shield regeneration? Yeah, the collector thing. Ah, there it is. Power damage by 10%. Pistol power magnifier. Both of those. Pistol or SMG. If I get those, I can deal with damage.
That Jack is a mean SOB. But kinda hot. If you like that sort of thing. So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple. Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation.
You can call it Sanderson.
Ready when you are. Ready when you are.
There's an awful lot of sand going around. So, yeah, the upgrades I have to do like a little later. But let's just get back into engineering. I want to know if Donnelly has some more stuff to say. And the answer is no.
All good, Commander.
Really? Okay, wait a minute. We got the space hamster. I have to check if the thing is... Oh, still down here.
Commander.
Okay. Yeah, we got the space hamster, so I have to check out the cabin now. La-di-da. Nope. So, let's check out the cabin. Oh, this is so creepy. Ah, there. Boo. Kind of funny that we actually have a space hamster. I mean, this has to be a Baldur's Gate reference, right? It has to. Or maybe the space hamster itself comes from a completely different franchise, and it existed before. Maybe there's a comic about space hamsters, and just some people got inspired by it.
Commander?
Alright, so, before we move on and do any of the other missions, or possibly trigger a cutscene or whatnot, we're going to end this episode. Oh, wait, there's also some journal stuff that I can read out, so let's see. Nothing on the normal codex. And which one do I got? Maybe organizations or aliens or whatnot. The thing is, aliens is a long kind of thing. But we have to start at one point. Oh, look at this. Rachni. Aliens extinct races. No, they're not that extinct. Though, now extinct, maybe not. The Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since. A species of spacefaring insect guided by a hive-mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface and their toxic homeworld. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogans were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and claim conquest council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworlds, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy. Poor fellows. Aliens, non-council races. What about the council races? Wait a minute. Aliens, council races, they have their own little thing. Then we have, like, aliens, non-council races. What could that be? Collectors. Oh, okay. So, let's just read up on those. Living beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems, the mysterious collector species is glimpsed so rarely as to be taken for a myth by most in galactic society. In reality, collectors are human-sized insectoid bipeds and can resemble massive winged beetles. They are a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for murder of hundreds of thousands. Collectors generate permanent stasis fields around themselves, creating nightmarish red-shifted energy fields. In battle, they hold positions whenever possible, relying on their aggressive biotics and nearly limitless power. Several types of bipedal collectors have been identified, including minions, defenders, zealots, assassins, and artillery operators. Acting together, collectors have imprisoned entire cities in stasis. While no definitive forensic accounting exists to explain the fate of those imprisoned, leading speculation is that victims are harvested for scientific experimentation, biological repurposing. And we know this firsthand. Well, as firsthand as you can kind of get that. Oh, the Yarg. Yarg is a very special one. That is the Shadow Broker thingy. But anyway, let's just keep that one for another episode. We have so much to read, and we have so many more episodes. Right, as I said, like and subscribe, of course, as usual, and ta-ta.